Welcome back to Waxing Poetically About Nothing, episode 17.
16.
There we go.
Episode 17. Thank you for joining.
16. It's definitely 16.
See, we're going to have this argument.
Oh, no, we're not.
Then we're going to post it.
They'll know what it is because I'll just put it in the headline on YouTube.
Yeah.
Told you 16.
Can't really argue with that.
I
really
just
no
might do
debate.
that. There's a missing one, so I'm going off technicality.
The hidden
Oh, okay,
missing
Thank you.
dash
The
exclusive. No, just kidding.
podcast that will not be named.
I need a
Dum dum dum.
named or numbered.
Give it a
Name.
name. There's
Both.
a band. We could have a one-man band. Hey, Max, you think you could totally do that?
Just like the ukulele and
Are
us
you
talking
gonna-
shit.
Bang. You know what I mean?
No.
Dun-dun-dun.
30 seconds of just hashing it out to ukulele. Who could be mad about eventually the ukulele?
We should just start the podcast from now on with him standing in front of the camera playing the
Everybody
ukulele,
flowing.
and then he just slowly like slides out of frame. And then we
Sit on
start
a
talking.
skateboard.
Somebody's getting a car broken.
Just slide and sit on a skateboard.
Just somebody's pulling him.
Well,
So what's up, guys? How's it going?
We got derailed pretty quick.
Yeah. Just went a different direction for a little moment.
we're gonna restart. You know what I'm saying? Where we're at.
Restarted.
No, there's no restarting. We are here. We'll take it from here.
Well, I mean, I'm saying we're curving straight, but we're gonna restart ourselves. I'm not saying we're restarting this.
We're restarting like a lap.
Restart our mind. Restart your mind. No, just kidding.
It's fair. We can
Reboot.
start with the UFC. Derrick Lewis. You want to talk about him?
Oh. Yeah.
Sad news. I'm just learning though.
Well, you lost to Mark Hunt, who's a legend. He's definitely a legend. And man, I just think that he has so much more to offer to fighting, to MMA, to in general. He's becoming like a huge star for Houston. And
I
really,
didn't even know he was from Houston.
what?
I had no idea he was from Houston. Damn. Yeah, I feel bad for that.
Where has he been?
Well, yeah. Also, he's fairly new to the UFC world too. Like that's
Man, nah, dude, he's put work on a couple of really top-notch guys. Travis Brown was really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That was the first time I saw him fight.
Yeah, I think. I just think that he's calling it quits pretty early, and I understand the reason why. You know, it's a personal matter, so that's a personal choice. So I can't say nothing about it. But you know, of course, you know, nobody can say nothing about it. It's at the end of the day, it's your choice. You want to fight or not. You know, that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to respect that. Whatever choice that man makes, that's his choice. But as a fighter or as a fan, it's like, oh man, you get sad to see him go. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Especially in the heavyweight division, he was, because they're lacking there. You know, there's still only a couple really good guys, and they still are always fighting for the same damn title. Well, you need some new people. In
Definitely need some new meat. Yeah.
in there.
I like the idea of opening up more weight classes too.
Yeah, did you?
Like, then you'll have more competitors in different levels competing, you know. And you
Yeah.
have way more fights,
There will be no more weight cutting. Everyone will just fight at their natural body weight.
which would be
A lot
nice.
of people have wanted that for a long time.
Well, I think people are going to still cut to have an advantage.
Of course, there's always going to be that factor in it.
I would cut like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, but not like, I wouldn't do a 20-pound cut. I wouldn't do it, no way.
But speaking about like fighters not carrying on with their career as long as they possibly might or whatnot, as science progresses, I think people's careers are going to get shortened.
For real?
Oh yeah, dude. The more we learn about the brain and the traumatic like injury, I think the sport's gonna take a turn here pretty soon.
Good.
People start taking big payoffs, get out earlier, sit
Exactly.
back and relax. No brain damage, no
I'll
trauma.
still fight.
Mhm.
I'll be fine.
There's
I'll be
gonna
one of those,
those-
I'll be the Mark
There's
Hunt.
gonna
You know how
definitely
Mark Hunt still fight though?
Yeah,
I just still
but
fight.
he's smart about his career. In his personal life, he's good.
Yeah,
He's been doing it for quite a while.
true that.
Mhm.
But
And it's a personality type. Like he might just enjoy the sport, not necessarily love it and be all about it. Like some
he's
other
pretty
people
pissed
are.
about people who cheat. Like people who cheat in the sport. Like people who take steroids, PEDs.
I've heard he's been outspoken
He's so
about that.
against it. He hates on them all the time. Like he even
sure.
when his post interview after the fight, he was still talking crap about how people Alistair Overeem in general It was like his career would be tarnished. All his goals would be tarnished because everybody knows he takes steroids. They didn't know if he won it by steroid because he took PEDs or because his skill. Everybody knows that he had an advantage. So that's exactly what you're saying. And I kind of to a point agree with him, but at the same fact, I don't think steroids make your skill level, but I think it makes your endurance. You know what I mean? And that changes the game.
Endurance, recovery,
That's what I
power.
mean. That's what I mean.
You can
Endurance.
give more damage, take more damage. That it gives you that sort of advantage as well.
That's what I mean. If you know, even cut weight, there's a lot of things it can do for you. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time,
Opening up a class where you're allowed to take steroids if you want to take steroids.
I do
Have
not think
like
that's safe.
have like
Fuck safe.
dude. That's what I want to see.
I just wanna see
want
it.
to see juiced fighters and not juiced fighters.
200
Let me ask you a question.
pounds of holy.
Let's take it out. Let's take it to a different realm. Would you rather watch baseball with non-steroided up players or steroided up players?
Non-steroided players.
For real?
I want to see people's natural ability.
It's boring. There's rarely any home runs.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that. I want to
That's
steroid to the
skill-wise.
gills and they're just cracking home
Let's
runs.
go. Do you know they like did
You
that?
still have that skill.
You
You can't
people
make
started
it.
cracking home runs and then they expanded it back. It used to be shorter.
But your skill level is not defined by like steroids, as you said. Like you don't make it to the
think Barry Bonds cracked all
MLB or
his
the
home
UFC just off the steroids.
You think Barry Bonds cracked all them home runs because he took steroids?
Not all of
A
them.
lot
no.
of
Majority of them, just
Yeah.
too, probably.
His percentage went way the fuck up after he did, for sure.
What about Mark McGwire?
But he was, yeah, he took steroids
Oh,
too, yeah. I think he testified about it back in the day. But at least with the UFC, with USADA, like, we know to a certain point, or after a certain point, like, all of this before USADA came in, Albert Ring, I don't know, steroids, no, but after this point, you know, well, now he's clean.
Well, I know ever since he's been in the UFC, he's been pretty clean. You can tell kind of because his body's not as
Like
like
strong,
defined.
yeah.
You're not like a 268-pound guy that looks like he's just chiseled and ripped. And everybody's like, holy crap.
What they used to call him, Ubering?
Uber. He's
Just
massive. But dude, when him and Brock Lesnar fought, that was when I was like, man,
They gave
that
him
is a
pass.
really big dude. And I think they both were on it. Nobody wanted to test for it because they were like two steroid guys going at it. See what happens.
No, Mark?
No.
Oh yeah, Alistair Overeem like ended Brock Lesnar's career pretty much just with that knee to the body, like that kick knee, whatever, like caught him, boom, and he was like,
Is that what
they
gave him
kicked?
colon cancer?
Yeah, well, no, I think it ruptured. I think it ruptured inside of him. I think he ruptured something, and he was rushed to the hospital right after that. And ever since then, he said he never recovered from it. You know, he got sick right after that, and everything just kind of went downhill after that. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but he's Brock Lesnar has a notoriously terrible diet.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Is it
Literally
all
sitting
bacon?
there.
No,
all
I-
meat,
have you
like
seen
a
it? I watched-
30-ounce steak and then another
Wait a minute,
16-ounce steak.
I watched-
for
Look at that
lunch,
man.
And then another steak
Paul,
for dinner.
I watched a documentary on him, and you know, like the
Behind the fighters. And
yeah, behind the fighters and all that. And he's fairly healthy compared to a lot of people, but what he does to his body, man, you gotta eat healthier. You gotta eat right, because if you like cram your body with a bunch of meats, your body's gotta process all those meats.
Yeah, dude. Takes a lot more energy than my
Is that
body.
before or after all the 10 feet of intestine got taken out?
Yeah,
It's probably way worse now.
Yeah.
That had to have changed his diet some, right?
Oh,
You get colon cancer, you have to
can't
change
eat
that.
that.
Yeah.
No way.
I couldn't imagine it.
Mm-mm.
I've always said if I get cancer, I'm not even fighting it, so at least he fought it. Fuck it.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I'm
would
just gonna take it.
See, I'm the type of person, man.
It's natural
I'm gonna
selection.
fight
I'm not
to the-
supposed to live past
I'm gonna
this.
fight to the
Mexico
last breath.
stem cells.
Alright, man.
I'm gonna fight to
It's
the
still
last
really
breath.
expensive even in Mexico.
No.
I don't know. It's cheaper than here.
Way cheaper.
But what are you getting now?
Yeah.
What are you fucking getting in Mexico?
Give it a shot.
People do it all the time though. That
Some
damn
baby-
Brazilian guy.
But
goes
you
to
never
Mexico.
know. You might be getting some good shit over there. They might be hooking you up.
Yeah, they're a lot more liberal of a government to do that.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that just because we'll be like, oh, because that's America, we fuck you like that. I don't think anywhere else is trying to maybe fuck you like that, But America will do that. Be like, oh yeah, this is great. You get it. It's really not that great.
Yeah.
It's
Everywhere's healthcare systems are kind of fucked.
Nothing's
yeah,
perfect.
but I'm not saying
no way.
No one
That's
has
not
a
what I'm
perfect
saying.
system.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not what I'm saying. I'm
No,
just
no.
saying that like it's not the same here to there.
Yeah,
Oh, for
that is very
sure.
true. Yeah.
That's what I mean. like they may be able to help people with cancer better than we are, especially over in what is it like? Where do they go? No, it's not. Is it
Denmark, Norway.
No, there's places like especially with cancer, like brain cancer and stuff. It's I can't remember. It's,
I got nothing.
I can't remember. It's overseas. I know that, but everybody goes there in the world just for that specific place because they do it there and they do it cheaper, way cheaper than anybody in the world. But they're like the best doctors. You know what I mean? Because there's a bunch of good doctors there. That's why.
But that kind of goes back to what we've talked about.
I forgot where it's at. I apologize. My mind's like blank.
You're good. Privatizing medicine.
Yep.
You privatize medicine, and you can hone in on one special craft, and then people that need that specialist or whatever will come to that person or that location and do that. Pretty much with that country, you know. If this one country has figured out a surgery to do it way better than anyone else is doing it, and they're like marketing themselves at a lower price to do it, everyone would be traveling there to get it done.
And they're going to be the best people to do it because that's how you fucking win in a capitalist society.
Yeah.
A hospital should you should walk to a hospital or McDonald's.
That's kind of that's how kind of the
prices.
American way. You get what you pay for. That's how we kind of.
I think that's anywhere though.
Yeah,
Do you
it
think
is
it's that way?
anywhere.
Do you really think it's that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have enough money, you can do anything in this world.
But bro, your money to their money is completely different.
Yes, but here,
You may think
to
you're
fix my
broke,
arm,
but
it's going to cost me 2 legs and an arm. You know what I mean? Versus other countries, to fix my arm, it'll only cost me another arm. You know what I mean? Like versus like that, it's not going to be the outrageous price, that difference that it is here. I think. Because I mean, dude, you already know.
If you take $1 million, take $100,000 here, you go to Mexico, and turn all your 100 American
It's $1 million.
to
I don't know.
pesos.
Pretty sure that's $1 million pesos.
I'm just
Do
saying.
you know translation rates?
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. You're gonna be you're gonna make a lot more. You're gonna live very nice.
Yeah, of course.
With that
It would be
$100,000.
better going off to somewhere like the Philippines or like Bangladesh.
Yeah, well, I'm just giving it as an
$100,000
example.
China.
Japan.
I'm just giving an example. I'm just saying, like, that's what I need.
Yeah.
So you really think
New
you
world
That's
leaders
what I'm saying.
go
right
there.
there.
I feel like sometimes I would rather go to like an Asian country or a European country to get medical care, especially if it deals with some sort of like stem cell
What about getting
medical care.
sick, like getting infected? How many other diseases are there that you're not exposed to because you live here in America? You're not.
Oh, of course, like bird flu, swine flu, all that.
That's
crazy
here.
stuff.
No,
We came from
It is
Europeans.
way
We're pretty.
more-
I mean, you
it's
know how
way
we're
more
used to
prevalent
that.
You
there.
know how some places it's not sanitary. It's not. They don't take care of their stuff. What do they don't
You
take
just
care
get
of their stuff?
vaccinations. Take a pill.
Take a
You-
pill and
you
be
got
all right.
vaccinations? I'm not down for
I'm
it.
always down for vaccinations. That's why you don't have fucking polio. Like sitting up straight? Me too.
I don't
Thanks,
sit up
polio. Vaccine, not
Hey
polio.
man, I know somebody who's gone their whole life without taking any vaccines. They're completely 100% healthy.
And that's because of herd immunity. So what happens in a society like ours where vaccinations are prevalent, you say you have 10 people, 9 of those people are vaccinated. That one person that's not is going to be safe because of everyone around him is inoculated against a certain sickness. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's herd immunity. That's why they're
So
they're
we're
cool.
protected and kind of sweet.
Yeah. You know, there's outbreaks of was it scarlet fever or yellow fever in California and like Utah, like a couple years ago. These communities have these outbreaks of these fucking diseases that we've had under lock and key for generations because of vaccines. Well, all these new age homeopathic people and all these fucking that was in California while these kids got sick. They stopped getting their kids vaccinated. The herd immunity went down. They did that in Utah because there were a bunch of, I think it was a bunch of Mormons that under religious guises decided, hey, well, you can't tell us or force us to get vaccinations and stay away. Yeah, you're right. You're not required to do it. Only if you want to take your kid to public school. So the people pulled their kids out of public school, didn't get them
That's how it is.
inoculated, and they got sick as fuck. Some died. Yeah, you need vaccinations, bro. And if I'm going over there to get like a country that's far more technologically advanced with that sort of medical care, because we live in America and we went under 8 years of George W. Bush and he just locked down stem cell research. Like, I'm gonna go there and risk it. Yeah, give me an extra shot, we'll be good. Let's go.
I see your side of that.
Yeah.
Guarantee. But before I was like, man, I don't know what they're sticking into me, and I really don't know if I trust that.
I don't really trust it either, but
But man, like this
Do you know
lady
what
over
you're
here,
getting into here now?
and hey, the people.
Oh, yes,
I had this lady like, oh, let me see your arm.
it's like
Like Jesus, lady, what are you doing? You know, It's not like, hey, get ready, here it comes. It's like, you're an adult now. Talk. Oh,
Do you think that nobody really cares about their profession? Is it like anymore? They don't like take pride in their work anymore because of like how society's portrayed through media and stuff like that. So we start to lose faith in our system because everyone else is distracted by other things, in a sense. So the quality of work goes down because people care less.
They start becoming a little bit disenfranchised with everything around them
Yeah.
because of the way everything's propagated in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that in some ways. Like,
So we're like fueling our own demise, in a sense.
yeah.
I can see that, definitely.
I bet, yeah, everybody thinks like something catastrophic is going to happen. I bet we destroy ourselves way before something catastrophic happens. So
I was going to say, I think
Well-
the only way a civilization really fails is either by like a natural
do it.
catastrophe or the citizens don't evolve enough to fucking get along. Like,
Or we run out
And
of
listen
our
to this, we
energy
go pretty
sources.
stupid.
well,
Or
yeah,
goes
too,
right
that would
out
kind
of
of get,
resources.
would that cause a natural disaster?
Well, we
You
fucked up and didn't
nature.
plan right.
Yeah, but we fucked.
Use our shit properly.
Yeah, but we decided to fuck with something beyond us and our comprehension.
What do you mean?
And we
Natural
you can't
resources?
fuck with nature. Yeah, natural resources. You start digging into the fucking crust of the earth. The Earth's gonna start going and giving you earthquakes. Like, what kind of crazy shit will happen? Tsunamis, hurricanes. I don't know.
You know, kind of.
I'm not a specialist at that. I don't know that. But it sounds like something freaky and some bad shit's gonna happen. You should leave it alone. You know? So that sounds right to me. But hey, there's a like infrastructure plan.
An infrastructure.
And I do want to drive 200 miles an hour in the car.
That would be
I
fucking
feel
good.
like
I
we should
need
have
some
an American
resources.
Autobahn that
For
makes like
sure.
across America. Like from Texas, like to Chicago, and then from like Boston to like LA or something, or like Sacramento, or you know, like San Diego, something. So from like east to west coast,
Undertaking.
like an
That would
Autobahn
take forever.
across the country.
But look at, dude, that he just created jobs.
Are you kidding me? They No.
Man,
Just
we
throw
could
some
host
shit up
There
there.
goes
No.
unemployment.
so many
No.
race events on this thing, like, and have
No.
sections of it shut down, locked down. It'd be great.
I'm
Bro,
up
they've
for a high
already
school.
done this.
Bro,
They already have like stretches
know.
of roads that
Yeah, connect. I
from
understand.
coast to coast.
We need different ones.
That's what Route
Different
66
places.
is.
I understand. We need different
Route
ones from
66 is
different
that route.
places.
Like I-10, isn't that a big one too?
No, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think it's
45.
huge.
I know 66
No, I-10
connects
runs all the way
Chicago
through.
to California.
Jesus.
Yeah, all the way fucking down and around.
That, I want to
One
drive
big
that.
ass fucking road.
I want to drive that.
I want to drive that.
Take a fucking 2-week trip. Have
No,
a
It ends
45
at
trip.
it ends at the beach. Like, that's crazy.
Huh?
Ride it on a bike. Fly to Chicago, rent some bikes, ride down the beach.
I can't wait to
Fly
get an
back.
RV because I'm going to get an RV for my family so we can travel and so we don't have to rent no place.
I thought it was gonna be like a fighter van, like a big like his mug shut on the side, like the van.
No, I can't.
Shit, he's in town.
Yeah.
Shit, he's in town. I'll beat you, little boy, motherfucker. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
want arm wrestles?
You want an arm wrestle? Got $20 on it.
Oh no.
Put it where your mouth is.
That's funny.
Like how Corey now has a country accent.
You like that? Sorry. That's how I was if I'm drunk.
Yeah.
It's like, what
I
is
think
Corey?
all of our shit comes out when you're drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. I don't know. I like it. I got
Like,
like
do you-
Irish.
Do you think you got an accent? A Texas accent?
I am so, yeah.
I know for a fact.
I know for a fact.
Yeah.
I went to
Island
North
Rock is
Carolina
military.
for a whole summer with my aunt Robbie, and it was awesome. I had the best summer with her ever. And when we were out there, man, like everybody was like, well, "You're not from around here, are you?" I'm like,
Nope.
"No, man." I probably sound like
That draw gives it away quick.
Hey,
A
y'all.
little twang.
It's like,
How y'all doing?
You'll fit right in. And I'm like, y'all know me.
Dude,
Get right in there.
man, I thought I sounded weird. People in Michigan sounded weird. Like
So
the things
Alabama.
that they were saying were out of this world to me. And in the way like they describe where they're at in Michigan by their hand on all the Great Lakes. Michigan looks like a hand. So they're like, oh,
Right.
dude, I'm over here right now. I gotta get down here.
Top left, no.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. The country is strong there too. Like they got some
Look
thick
like a
accents
figure
as
you,
well.
Earl.
Yeah, country is country, no matter what state you're in, I
It's the
guess.
spot.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Trash, country's country. Class is
Yeah.
class.
No, that's not always true.
Bougie is bougie.
Bougie is definitely bougie.
Hashtag bougie bougie.
I've seen all kinds of bougie people.
I'm tired of people like looking down on other people because like they have more money than them.
You see that a lot?
That's yeah, especially
For
here in
sure.
Houston.
Man, I don't like people who do that. Like, you have a lot of time in your hands. Too much time in your hands. You
Yeah,
don't
they
really
got
have
If you had any amount of time to hate anybody, you are obviously wasting all your time not fixing yourself.
Oh my god, that's beautiful, yes.
If you have a moment
waste
of
a lot
time
of
to
time.
hate on anyone,
You're fucking up.
yeah,
Your time management skills.
You're doing the wrong shit.
for sure.
Spend too much stuff, too much time in the wrong stuff.
Because to hate someone, you gotta invest emotion, you gotta invest your time thinking and pondering about shit that, like, I hate him for this reason or that reason or what the fuck ever. Yeah, you really are. You're just wasting your time.
I have a lot more important shit to do.
Yeah,
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Well,
thinking about drifting.
thinking about drifting.
Just thinking about existence.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I think about jiu-jitsu in my sleep. I like shrimp out and bridge in my sleep. And my wife will be like, "What are you doing? Stop moving." I'm like,
Fucking shrimping.
it wakes me up, dude. Like on the weekend, I like wake up shrimp and like hop up. I'm like, all right, I'm ready for the day. Yeah, she's not sleeping. My body's just like, Corey, you need to do more shrimps and bridges.
Oh my god.
But it's all right. It's like I got a worm in me, and I'm like, I can't stop moving. Wakes me up.
Something I want to talk about, public service announcement to everyone who rides a bike out there. Dunlap Q3 tires have a massive recall across the freaking world. So do not, me and every other person that I know that rides, stay away from Dunlap for like a year. Don't buy nothing. Front, back, I don't care. You have an entire recall across an entire line of tire. No, I don't want to, no.
He's trying to slam them straight to the floor.
Man,
Yeah.
Honestly,
Okay.
doesn't want them as a sponsor.
Their tire.
We don't trust
blew
it.
up, man. Hey, that shit shredded like new tire just came apart,
Yeah.
even under like low.
Do you believe that guy who posted that, or do you know?
No, it's a huge amount of.
A lot of people saying it. Show up videos.
Thousands.
Phil announced
like,
this kind of shit's out.
dude, there's a
Yeah.
huge like PSAs all over.
Yeah, you can cover up like
Every
5%.
bike channel,
After
it's
1,000.
all over MotoGP. Like it's everywhere. They're putting it out there
That's-
so that people don't get hurt. Like
Yeah.
everyone, take it off your bike right now. I don't care when you bought it. You have a Q3. They're like the company is asking everyone to pull them off.
Well, yeah,
Because
that's a
someone
good
died.
announcement.
You have to, you gotta let
Someone
people know.
died?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Anyway.
Well, you're on a bike, dude. If anything goes wrong, you're
No,
you're
not-
risking some stuff.
I mean,
You are risking injury,
you are
but you're not
risking, but like
Too much.
you would
Oh,
be
no.
surprised the amount of people that wreck at very high speed and live. There is
Yes,
quite
please
a-
show me the statistic, because
I don't know anything.
I really don't think that's a possibility. Like, 'cause I think if you hit the
God.
ground, you got an 80% chance of living.
I watched
I mean,
Guy
80%
wreck
chance of
at
dying.
160
Sorry.
5 days ago. Practice around Isle of Man TT wrecks at 160 and
There was more
Walks
than a
away.
few wrecks at the Isle of Man this year. I know a lot. I mean,
someone
think,
just
as far
passed
as I know,
away, I
only one
believe
person.
today.
yeah.
Damn.
You see what I mean? Like,
John McGinnis wrecked.
hey, like,
Dude, you're talking about one spot right now where there are thousands of riders at one location,
at the
one
most
track,
dangerous course
The most,
on the
yeah,
planet.
most
well,
dangerous.
here's what I would
Right.
say though.
The best course on the planet.
I can get punched in the face, and I can train, and I can, do some really intense training and really tough enduring stuff.
I'd much rather
But
just do weed.
I could never go 170, 180 miles per hour on a bike, go and split between two cars. There's no way in fuck. I'm just saying, I could not do it. I don't think
That's
I
not
could do
for
it.
you. That's okay.
Yeah, sounds.
You
so
do
much
want to
fun.
go skydiving. That's not for
Oh,
you.
we're going skydiving full. I'm so about it. I love it.
I'm so cool. I want to do
If
it.
everybody else goes, are you going?
Yes.
Okay.
They
Are you
have-
going?
Yeah.
Oh, they have parachutes that can hold the tank. They gotta have
Yeah.
a parachute that can hold a bike. Could I
Okay.
push
No,
my bike
no,
out the
no,
plane,
no,
no.
jump
No.
out, skydive, like the bike land?
We
I,
have,
like,
we
on
have
the
James
bike,
Bond
drive off.
into the podcast.
It would be some James Shawn shit. That would be so.
No, I don't think it. You'd have to get certified to like skydive on your own, rent a private plane, set up a bunch of coordination with like
This guy here.
airports and shit.
Okay, this is what we have Red Bull for,
AKA Dream Killer.
aka GoPro sponsorship. That's what
I
they
get
do.
No, it's the dream killer. How much money determines how
I
much
was
shit
trying to
you
look
live
to
with.
the guy trying to be our guy trying to talk to us through how we're gonna do this because he's gonna be like, oh my god, this dude's an idiot. I'll be like, I just want to do a gainer. Can I do a gainer? Can I do a gainer out of the plane?
The propeller is right there for you. You have to jump down. But I want to do a gainer though. So can we
do it backwards?
Back.
That's funny.
I'll
Some
jump
guys
when
will
you
roll
jump.
you. They'll roll you out. They'll flip you out
Oh,
instead of like just kind of like. Hop.
Yeah, I don't want to be like.
I went to the sideways.
I
Can
heard
they
like.
drop kick you out?
I don't think anybody's gonna want to get drop kicked with you on them on their chest.
Not just like kick somebody out that's strapped.
Oh
Boom!
You signed a waiver.
I wonder what happens if you get up there and like somebody does just shit the bed in the middle of the line. It's like, no, I can't do it. And you just like scoot over, like, all right, go ahead, Bill. Like, oh.
Literally, they probably fly back. You can't force somebody out of a plane.
No.
Yeah.
Shit, don't let me be the pilot.
Don't let me be the guy. I'm like, hey, you can't.
You don't
do
get
it.
your money back. You know,
walk up to you. Oh my gosh, it's okay.
There are no refunds.
People do it all the time.
Yeah, you were
I
pussy. I
understand.
just spent the money on fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you get refunds. I think it says that too where we went.
I would never give them a refund. I already put the fuel in the plane and it moved.
We went up, you got up there, yeah.
Most expensive Uber ride ever.
Wasting our time.
Jesus.
I taught you shit you're never gonna use.
When's that coming? When's Uber plane coming?
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
Never.
Uber helicopter? Oh.
Airbnb's
Oh, I
getting
can
pretty
see.
good, and there was a smash campaign or like a trash campaign ran against them about like DC and stuff. And a lot of lies in that commercial was going around. Airbnb's pretty badass. I support Airbnb.
Airbnb
I
is like
stayed
you
in
like go,
Colorado.
you rent somebody's house, right?
Yeah, you rent a room, like you
Someone
fly
else's
in,
house.
like instead of paying like $300 for a hotel for like 4 days, you can Airbnb for like $120. And
Totally
like,
do that.
they will be home though. It's people with like bigger homes, like 5-6 bedroom homes that have like 2-3 unused.
It's probably good
bedrooms.
for men. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, if you're like a high school kid, I would
Colorado or
suggest.
something.
Yeah.
If you're like a full grown adult.
Our
Yeah,
host,
the kids
our
are-
host had jobs, so like they had a lockbox with a key, and we got the key, and we were free to come and go as we pleased.
That's kind of weird, but cool.
I
like
couldn't
it.
do it. I'd be weird if people coming in my shit like eating
You're all
food.
certified to do like the app and shit. Like they have your card and your ID.
Still.
I used this couch surfing app when I was traveling to Chicago and Detroit. It was pretty dope. I met a lot of cool people there, and our funds were limited on this trip, like scarcely limited. So
He's like, if
we
it wasn't
found
free,
all-
we weren't there.
Yeah, if it wasn't free, we weren't doing it. We weren't there. We weren't so you know.
Still a good
So
trip.
what we do is got onto this website, couchsurfing.net, and all these people who have like couches that you can crash on for the night, they can set you up with that and just pull on that. So
well, on that note, couch surfing. We're gonna take our brief intermission.
welcome back. We had to take a short little intermission, discuss some things. The second half's gonna get a little blue, unfortunately. Well, it has the potential. It has the potential to get blue. I'm gonna start it off with a question that I've been pondering myself. For real, you laugh, but you talk about me being all kind of crazy this past couple weeks, right? Right. Well, I've been thinking, doing a lot of fucking inward thinking, meditating, and a question came to me. It was, what do I base my morality on in life? How do I base it? What do I base it off of? My choices, and how do I deal with
What
that?
do you think? What makes you make sure it's good or bad?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the question at hand. And the answer
How
that
do you
came to
know it's
me
good or bad?
is, the answer I got that came to me was compassion and evidence. That's what I based my morality, my whole choice system, my operating system, how I think, how I move, how I talk. I base it on compassion and evidence. in my life. That's what I've tried to do. That's what I'm going to continue to do, regardless of how people want to take me, think how I, however people want to deal with me. That's how I'm going to live my life. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I have to do what feels right to me, and what I am shown to be truth. It may not be truth or false. I'll weigh that in scales, and I'll have my friends here to help me. When I'm wrong, I know you call me out all the time when I'm wrong, and I have to really sit back and think, like, okay, where did I go wrong? If I did go wrong, did I go wrong in how I dealt with it? Could I have done better? Could I have done worse? Well, I mean, I break down my thought process a lot, and it's made me a better person today now for doing that.
Well, I think.
What do you think you would base yours off of?
Well, that's a very hard question.
Right. That's why I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks.
He drops it on me. Hey, what do you think?
Right now, give me an answer. Right now. No.
Well, I can give you a good gem. I think that I give my morality on, I base what I know is good or bad off of empathy.
That's good.
Because I understand. I've been there. I've felt that. I know what you're going through, so I can understand why you're acting the way you are, or you're doing what you're doing most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But there's a point that it gets to where it gets abused. Your kindness gets abused for weakness. So it's a person-to-person basis. It's so hard in a situation-to-situation basis. That can change so rapidly on what's really good and bad. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really on how you feel about it. Because if I feel like, okay, this girl, I know moving on is going to better my life, it's going to move on, and I don't want to be stuck in this situation, but I know it's going to hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So either I stay and suffer, or I move on, and you get what I mean? So you have to lay those options in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what's the right choice.
I don't know until I objectively look at it. Take myself out of the equation and look at it from another perspective. I don't know it to be whatever.
So you base it on if you were somebody else looking out or at it.
Yeah.
And how they
Someone
would
who has
think
no,
of you.
yeah, exactly.
So you think you project yourself through other people. You project yourself through other people's thoughts of yourself. How you would think other people would think about you. Do you do that?
I think everybody does that.
I don't do that.
Bullshit. You are completely a different person with me than you would be with some other family members of yourself. You know what I mean? You act different with me than you would your grandma, right?
Well, I think it's out of a respect thing. That's a difference. When you have an elder, or you have somebody that is you hold to an authority, that's who I learned to what was right and what was wrong really from.
Yeah.
They taught me. That's kind of how I got that. Because if I didn't have them, I'd have nothing.
It's also
thought of my dad kind of had, was there too.
I was thinking kind of like it's a different thing. Like what he was asking you, if you do, like if you project your situation from how someone looks at you, and that's how you want to be perceived. I think you just said earlier you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to do what you want to do, regardless of how people feel.
Yeah.
And I also think he doesn't, just because he acts differently with different people, depending on the situation. It's not that he's changing who he is or how he acts based off of that person. He's just not letting all of himself be shown.
Mm.
He's not opening up all the way. Like I'll show you this much of
reasons
me.
Why?
Whereas like with you, he'll show you more of himself.
Yeah.
Because you're a friend, so of course you're.
I feel like everyone bases their morality off three things: their life experiences that they've had, where they, like Corey said, know that they've been through that position before and know how that feels, through what family has passed down along, like on them, like
programming,
was also speaking about. When you're raised like either that it's okay to hit women or not okay.
Yeah.
Like if your dad is like, raises you that it's okay to like hit women and it's like beating your mom. So sometimes, a lot of times that trait is passed down, and sometimes it can have the opposite effect.
I think it had the opposite effect on me.
Well,
I was told one thing and saw another.
I've also learned through actions, like watching others or me doing it. You know what I mean? Like
I've learned more
That
from
goes back
actions.
to the evidence.
But what I mean is like I've also based what I did not want to be and what I did not want to do off of what I saw in my,
Yeah.
in my life. I didn't want that at all. So I did everything I possibly could that was the exact opposite of what was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, the third thing that I think people base their morality off of is what is being projected on them through society and the feedback that they are getting for what they have predestined set as their morality base. Once you start getting older and are in public school or just around more people, the feedback that you get from the way of your own experiences and what has been passed down on you, the feedback from society. Those are the three things that I think most people base their morality code off of, like the feedback that they've received on how they act.
People interact with them.
Yeah.
Ugh, you're gross. Ugh. Well, like, okay, what is gross about me? Well, what do I need to change?
No, I don't always agree
I don't
with that.
think you need to change.
Because if someone tells me I'm gross, that's just one person telling me
That's
something.
a
Telling
very
you you're
poor
gross
example. I'm just
is
saying.
not like.
Well,
we're
just
talking
even
about
not
moral
even that
code, like
example,
how
just
you
that premise.
come across your moral.
Yeah.
See, but my thing is,
I think
in my
it's
mind,
the
man,
feedback that you've gotten on your moral code from the fucking society, from other people.
I guess the way if your moral compass is really skewed in a bad direction, yeah, your society.
You'll be getting a lot of feedback from
Yeah.
society.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, or if it's really good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah.
well,
What do you think?
I don't search it. I think that kind of happens to you. I don't think a person some people do. Some people search out that kind of thing.
some do.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
but they
that's
get
what
it, and
I
they
believe
just destroy it.
everyone
That's
bases their morality
self-sabotage,
code off
sure.
of is those three things.
That's fair.
That's just my personal belief.
See, I'm not-
That it's a mixture of all three.
I think it's a mixture of everything. I'll say.
You know the people who get famous who don't intentionally mean to be famous?
Yeah.
Those are the people who are always the best famous people because, well, they're not trying to be a famous person. They just ended up being famous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the people who are like, oh, well, this is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
But
got
that
movie
same
stars who are
person-
trying to be movie stars. Who are trying to be world famous movie stars. You know what I'm saying?
But then again,
Yeah.
on two sides of the same coin, they may not have the passion to perfect something. Like,
Who?
they may have high natural skill, but like certain people like fucking like I don't know. I'm just
Daniel
gonna throw a name out
Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is a great actor.
He's amazing.
Absolutely
One of the
amazing.
best characters.
He's a dude who gets submersed into the role that he plays.
Could he
He
win in
broke-
a cage fight?
Probably.
No, because his
Yeah,
actor.
he trained for a
champion.
while.
That I'm saying, like Hickson Gracie, he's world famous just because of what he's done. He didn't be world famous because he was playing on everybody.
Yeah, but Hickson Gracie couldn't act in a high budget movie on the
He
level
wouldn't-
that Tom Cruise.
Well, that's like, but
Neither
You're-
of them would want to cross
that's
into
what
that.
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, neither of them would.
so
cross.
that's like people trying to. You can't measure that to me.
Everyone has
Yes, you
their
can.
own
You
skill
can.
sets.
Yeah.
Everyone
Different
has
But
categories.
how do you measure their
something.
success rate?
Look at the madness rate. How crazy about whatever they do that they do. How much?
How do you rate movies? Like, how do
What?
you rate movies? Everybody loves movies, of course they're going to be huge. Is that how you're saying? But they only
Yeah.
make certain movies.
Well, okay. On the level that you're talking about, Michael Jordan is crazy for what he does because of the amount of time that he put into it. Stanley Kubrick, the director, is crazy good at what he's done because he's been doing it for over
5 decades.
Yeah, 5 decades. You know, and he
Decades.
makes great movies. You know,
Yeah.
but he's just completely submersed into that, in tune with what he's doing. And fighters are the same way.
Yeah.
You know, there's those fighters that just eat, sleep, and breathe it all day long, and you know,
Different
and so
avenues
that's
of
how
life.
I think you measure it. How close to madness with what their craft that they're doing
Are
is
you
based on
saying
the
like
excellence as
how
well.
hard the struggle is makes it worth?
Yeah.
How much success it's worth?
It can.
So like people who hit the lottery and get rich quick are like, man, they didn't earn that. They
Yeah.
didn't get
And
that.
a lot of times they squander it away.
And they end up broke. It's
Quick.
Yeah. Majority of people do.
I just would never. I just don't think that could happen. Like you gotta be.
You already know people like that have been given everything in this world from the get-go, from the jump. And are they really decent, moral human beings?
Well, you need.
I don't think their morals, yes.
I don't
but
think their morals are affected by that fact. I think they're
I
good
think they
people,
can
but I
be.
think that
They
at the
definitely
same
can
time, no, they're greedy. Just because they're greedy in nature doesn't mean they're bad people.
you know.
But if you don't control your greed, it can come out in a lot of nasty ways.
Yeah, it's evil
It can,
color.
really overcome.
That's a real bad thing. I don't know. I don't see how you could be that way. I guess because I'm not that way, but I can understand how other people are that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Were you that way at any point in time in your life?
Yes.
When I was
That's
flat
why.
broke. When I was flat broke.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too. And that's why.
Yes, it was.
Because you've developed past that need. Or
If you
that
weren't
coding
talking
and
to me
programming
about
system.
money or how to help me make money, like
You're
you're wasting
wasting
my
my
time.
time.
You were,
Like, do conversation done, walking off.
But you know the good thing about it is I got smart from the situation. I learned. From
You got smart from the struggle. If
From
you
the
didn't have the struggle,
Yeah.
who
People
knows
need
what would be
strife.
there.
People need strife. Most of the
That's
affluent
how you
people you meet.
adapt.
I
Yeah.
always tell
How you
people, man,
overcome.
do the hard stuff. Do the
Grow
stuff
as a
that's
human being.
That's where the best of our humanity has ever fucking come from. In all of history, when there is extreme turmoil, trials and tribulations, fucking whatever you want to call it, strife. When there's huge, deep levels of strife, that's what humanity.
Humans
rises.
we rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
We are.
You need that. You don't. That's what's wrong with this fucking society. We're too goddamn soft now.
everything's easy.
Yeah.
I can get it right now. I don't want to go to Harvard. I don't want to go to school. Just want to work.
I don't want to go kill that fucking deer. I just go get a fucking pound of meat from the store down the road. I don't want to struggle.
Somebody killed
Yeah,
that
but you got the
deer.
guys who
Yeah.
like to kill deer. Let them kill deer.
For sure. Well, yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like that's easy. Like we don't struggle about. We don't wake up every day and wonder like,
How am I
damn
gonna
it,
feed myself?
hey, am I gonna make it today? How am I gonna feed myself? Like, am I gonna fucking die?
I'm
Like,
glad though because you won't be able to focus on your
Well,
passion.
in a way, I am too. Yeah.
I don't think it should be that bad. I think it should be the fact that like people have to know the common sense of like how to fix your damn car. People know the common sense of how like just normal shit.
Yeah, that's not really strife.
I mean
Yeah.
like normal shit like
We have that
oil.
luxury now because we don't go through daily struggle.
They also should know like how to manage your money properly. They should also know like stuff like that. That's the kind of shit that I think you should be taught growing
Okay,
up in a
okay,
household.
wait.
Like,
So
for sure.
do you think a kid should get a ribbon for showing up?
Showing up?
Yeah, participation ribbon.
No.
No.
I don't think anybody should get. Well,
Because I
if
think
they
that's
get a
kind of where
ribbon,
it
somebody's
starts.
getting a trophy. Right?
No, everybody gets
Not
a trophy.
everybody
Everybody
gets
gets a
a
ribbon.
No. Everybody can get a ribbon, but these certain people get trophies.
If
That's
that
not
is
in this
that way.
situation. So no, he's probably no. He's not about a participation award.
Well, because that's kind of like where it starts out at. you know?
Because here's the thing.
Everybody did good. No, not everybody did good. Sorry, Sally, you failed.
But you're all equal.
Horrible.
You're all equal.
Yeah. No.
No,
No,
not
you're not.
this specific task or subject. No, you're not.
Yeah.
But you know, little Sally may
You
be
can work
good
at
at writing,
Yeah.
way better than everyone else in the class.
Good at math.
So let's
You
put
know?
little Sally in advanced writing classes. Like, there, schools for smart people are very, very, very expensive. Smart kids don't do well, even in GT and AP classes, because all they are in the state of Texas is just extra writing assignments and more books over the summer. It doesn't.
Capital.
It's just extra book work. It's not like a more advanced class or a different type of course
You're taking in
altered
more
towards
stuff.
yeah.
Well-
But it's not at a higher level. It's at the same level.
Yeah,
so
same
it's just
level.
like instead of doing one book report, you do 4.
on the
Like,
same sort of
Same
levels.
level of books, same
Gotcha.
amount, same criteria, same difficulty. It's just more work. Like that's all it is.
Let me tell you about what you're saying about the trophy. I think that there should be a first, second, and third, something like that, because it makes people have something to strive for. It makes them be like, I'm gonna get first next year. I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
That goes
I'm gonna
back
be
to
that
what I was
person.
saying. You have to have that turmoil, that feel bad. You know, you lost, buddy. Sorry. Try again next time. you
Yeah,
know,
do
what
better
you
next
can.
time.
What can
Wanna
I
go home
do?
and
What can I do?
practice?
Well, we can go and play hoops a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot the free throws you missed.
Well, that is something in life that you learn something from. That is your human capabilities coming either to fruition or you're going to suppress them. Look, you took a loss. What are you going to do? You want to go home to practice or do you want to fucking quit?
But here's the thing: you miss
Or you wanna try something
100% of the shots that
I would
you
never say
don't
quit.
take.
That's a good point.
I never tell my quit.
But if by trying something
Exactly.
different because he lost at this specific thing, he's in by definition quitting. You're quitting
Yeah,
this
yeah.
task because you're not good at it. No, what are you going to do? Are you going to quit at your next task, and then the task after that, and the next one, and the next one? No. What are you going to do? You going to quit? All right, walk in front of there and tell everyone, in front of everyone, tell them you fucking quit and why you're quitting.
Yeah,
Because it's hard.
That's a good one. I like that.
Or come back out here, try harder. If you lose, you lose. But if you win, you win.
You gotta lay in that bed they make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Gotta lie in the bed you make.
Character
That's the way
builder.
to do it.
for sure.
That's character building. Hey man, I'm telling you right now, if like I think in MMA and I think in jiu-jitsu alone, like school, the structure for kids, it like teaches them that. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, MMA would be good for that.
That's great.
Shit, I can't teach my kid MMA, but when he tells me he can't climb up on a bed today, I'm like, fuck, you can't. Keep trying. What happens 45 minutes later after he throws a fit and he quits and he quits and he gives up and he whines, but he keeps trying.
Yeah.
Boom, gets up there, he's like, Dad, I did it! I'm like, you fucking did do it, huh? I didn't help you one time.
Coach.
Good job.
Do it again. until that thing he can't do it. He does it until like.
It's that white privilege, pound, son.
Where did that come from?
Okay,
I have no idea.
Left field.
What you want to talk about?
Fucking white
Yeah,
privilege.
it's my perfect segue into your topic.
Oh god, that's why. Here we go.
What is?
happened?
How are y'all feeling about the way our society is trying to be steered with this cultural Marxism, this push for identity politics, this push for anti-white, anti-cultural appropriation? How are y'all feeling about the way that's looking for a society 30, 40, 50 years down the line? Do you think people like us, free thinkers that believe in individual freedoms and treating a person based off of their individual actions and not the skin color or their race or religion, do you think that's going to still be the case?
No. Because
The
man,
only
if you
time-
let those pussies take over and everyone transforms into people like that, bunch of fucking snowflake, like 90 fucking different gender having motherfuckers, in 30, 40 years, if the whole country's weak and weak-minded like that, we're gonna get fucking overrun by Russia or China or someone else. Because everyone's gonna look at us like a weak,
For
weak
sure.
country.
So how do
They
we stop that at
already
the
do.
societal level? Because I feel like with the way our country is, which I'm very thankful for, it is even in this way is, whether it's left or right, our country is set up to where even if you are a minority, if you start asking for something, it might not be popular by the vast majority of the society, but instead of giving you a mile, we'll give you a fucking inch. When we try and give you an inch, the next time you try and take that mile, and even if you don't get the full mile, you're still farther than that inch. And you keep taking and taking and taking until you're chipping away what makes up this country great. Like the anti-cultural appropriation is one of the ones that I hate the worst. This notion that a white person can't wear dreads because you're taking something from the black culture that's supposed to just be theirs.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. What's so bad about that? He admires or likes something or enjoys something from that culture. You tell me I'm white and I can't fucking eat tacos on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays or any day? Why? They shut down a restaurant in Oregon like 2 or 3 weeks ago. These two chicks go to Mexico on a trip, run into this lady they end up staying with, probably through an Airbnb. She gives them her homemade recipe for like a bunch of different dishes. They go back, start a restaurant, and this a group of people got together and made such a noise that business shut down because it was cultural appropriation.
I don't really believe that's cultural appropriation. You actually
You're
took
still
this
on that
woman's
person's
material.
recipe, yeah.
You took someone's
She
work.
gave it to him. She didn't say they didn't.
It
like,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, but she didn't
took
say you
someone's
could
work
sell
and
it.
You're making
No,
money.
that was the whole thing. The woman in Mexico was completely okay with it.
Oh.
Like they went on this vacation as like a work.
So who has a problem with it?
A bunch of fucking white liberals in Oregon.
Bunch of idiots.
Because that's where most of the outrage is coming from nowadays. It's not from black people or Asian people or Hispanic people or Mexican people, whatever you want to call it, over those tacos or those people making that business. It's white liberals that are filled with this white guilt, this shit that's being passed around now too as an idea. It's terrible.
It's fucking stupid.
Everything's turning into
And,
anti-white.
What's the campus?
I'm at all.
What's that one campus where it's terrible? You can't even speak at. It's an Ivy League campus in New York.
The newest one going on right now, I think it's Washington D.C. is Evergreen, the Evergreen Institute.
No, there's been a
Harvard's
famous
bad.
one. Harvard's bad.
UC Berkeley's bad.
UC Berkeley.
That's in
That is
California,
the
yeah.
absolute worst one.
Bunch of protests.
They've shut down Milo.
Ann Coulter.
Ann Coulter,
Um,
several people that were just trying to speak at a public forum that they were invited to speak at.
I feel bad forgetting her name because I like her. Donna, maybe, I don't know, but she's a real feminist. She went to give a speech on feminism at this college, and because she's like an original feminist and not this third wave postmodernism style feminist that is actually just turned into this anti-man and masculinity campaign, she was protested and boycotted. There were people making like arms and arms in front of public buildings, not letting people in, screaming outside. Buildings were destroyed, trash cans thrown through Starbucks windows and shit.
That's ridiculous.
5 people that were saying like, I'm a feminist, she's not a feminist, like da 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 da, because she speaks facts. Evergreen Institute, they wanted to do a day without whites instead of their normal yearly day of absence. All this day of absence was a ritual on this campus for almost 100 years. All the black people would leave to show like, hey, the racism. It's the topic of racism. We are important in your community. Here's why. It stood for something, which I'm completely for that and okay with that because that's a race of people deciding to involuntarily removing themselves from something. Okay. Well, this year they decided, you know what? If you're white, whether you're a student who's paying to be there, a faculty member, a staff member, if you're white, you're not allowed on campus. And this dude who's a professor there said, fuck that. That's racism. And they're like, no, we're like, because of all this white patriarchy, all this white oppression over these hundreds of years in this country, you know, white people should just leave and give us a day. And he was like, no, I got a responsibility to my students. Like, I'm not leaving just because I'm white. That is racism. No, it's not racism. Black people can't be racist. Only white people are racist. They ended up holding the president of the college hostage. These kids, there were hundreds of kids holding a person hostage. They never got arrested for it. The campus police were told to stand down. Now, these aren't like county police or town police. They're employed through the college directly. And the higher ups of the college said, don't stop the protesters. Even though they have warnings of people in groups, massive groups, trolling parking lots and parking garages looking for that professor that refused to leave.
Okay, so that seems like it's propagated a little bit.
What do you mean?
They knew that they were targeting this higher up, and the people even above him knew about it and were told, security and police not to do anything about it. So that tells me that they want it staged.
I think
That they're trying to make a shit show
I think
out
it's
of it.
absolutely ridiculous. I think that at this point in age where we're at, I think we should be far, far, far past this.
Yes.
With the facts that are out there that you can search and research yourself and understand. And the number one thing is you're focusing on shit you cannot change. The history has already happened. It is what it is.
Your skin color is your skin color.
Yeah.
On both, every
really
side.
they're all
This is
mixed.
every side of anybody, in any race, in any religion. You're people. That's regardless. You're still human, no
Yeah.
matter what the fucking color your skin is. I judge you off of who you are as a person, what you put out in the world. If you're a bad person that puts negative shit out in the world, then yeah, I'm sorry.
You're gonna get this fist here in a second.
And that's the
Yeah,
problem.
I'm
I
saying-
think the majority of the fucking population of society is that way. I'm gonna judge you based off of who you are, what you do, and how you fucking treat me. Not, oh look, fucking black dude. Now, sure, there's people that do that, but it's not everybody. But you know who's really doing that? All these fucking protesters. They're doing the exact thing they're protesting against.
BLM movement.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they're one of them.
But I think it's very, it's something that's spent way too much time focused on. Because it's something that's
Because they're not focused on themselves.
But there's nothing
Yes.
we can change from this situation, so I don't understand what you're yelling.
They just
You're
want to be
yelling for
heard.
you're mad.
They're just outraged.
That's cool.
We hear you.
You're outraged. That's cool. Fine. Go be outraged at a park or something. Run.
You're
Exercise.
outraged over a
Fix yourself.
non-issue.
Yeah.
But you're outraged over an issue that really, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I just want to yell. Okay, well, that's kind of fucking counterproductive because you're just holding up time that can be well spent doing something else to actually fix it.
Because people have realized that, trust me, we've heard you. And there are a lot of people who are around don't really feel that way that I know of. A lot of people that I know, a lot of people that I talk to, like all of us, and the people that I grew up with, It's not really like that. But there is some people who are. And I do
For
see
sure.
it, and I do know it. I'm like, but those people to me are just shitty people in general either.
And
I'd be the first
everybody
person to be
knows that.
I'd be the first person to be like, that guy sucks, dude. Don't worry. I don't care that he's white. I don't care none of that. He's still an asshole, and I don't like him.
So what these people want to do is silence those people. Whereas I would prefer it. I want that guy to be able to say racist ass shit, so I can go, oh, that's a fucking racist. Don't hang out with that guy.
I don't like that guy. Thank you for letting me know.
But if he's got to sit quietly about it in his fucking, if he can only say, you know, I
Well,
fucking
that's
hate
what
him,
breeds
blah.
it.
Huh?
That's
That's
what
definitely
breeds it.
what breeds it.
Yeah.
For sure.
You don't get a chance to say anything. Sit down, and you're like, okay. And then you see the fucking shit show that's presented to you. You can only take so long of it before you sit down, shut up. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm hoping that's where our country is right now.
I think it's starting
it's
to
a
turn.
big pendulum swing, and with the last like 20, 30 years on the right wing that we've had, you know, or even
pushing far
before
away.
that,
The way the
now
left
it's
wing
going
has been
left.
so ugly about how it's been.
The left has just been a shit show for the past
So
2
much that they're
years.
acting like the right on their darkest of
Very
days.
much so,
It's
yeah.
Very much so.
The left
Yeah.
is mocked all over media and has been like for at least 3 months now. Just even on leftist media, some other leftist show is getting mocked. Like it's just a shit show.
It's pretty bad. But I think that it's something that's needed. Because if you think about it this way, then I think this ugliness and this stuff like this needs to be like gone through, but needs to be like through. We gotta get to an end of it, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's gotta get to an understanding, and everybody's gotta get to a conclusion of something.
Because if it keeps breeding, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. Would you want to start killing people? You want to start killing each other and shit? 'Cause
Well, yeah.
Is that really gonna make
Look at
everything better?
Antifa. Look at fucking Antifa and their punch Nazi movements. They propagate violence of just people they get to consider. They consider Nazis. Oh, if they
That's
want to
outrageous
where they
to
can just
even
walk
think.
up, you're a Nazi, and just start fucking.
But
hitting
what I'm
people
saying
and
is
shooting
that's
people.
outrageous to think that the answer is to start killing people. That makes you inhumane.
Yes.
And
I know.
That makes you know
intelligent.
better than the people you're trying to stop.
Exactly. You're immediately doing the first thing that like you're complaining about. Like I hate racism. Hello.
You're being fucking racist. You're flipping the spectrum.
I'm sorry, but and then you say you can't be racist makes it you say sounding like you're racist. Like it's like
Dude,
I would never just randomly say that to somebody.
Hey, I'm not racist, but
But I can't be racist.
the old.
I'm not racist, but this shit show is getting fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And I think we can all agree on that. Just the crazy state that we're in, it's crazy and it's only going to get crazier on both scales. Things are going to get amazing and things are going to get crappy all at the same time. And with that, this podcast is over.
For sure.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much, everyone. Stay tuned for the next one.
Fight back to
Episode 18.